I'll ask you this one this time. Oh, this is a cute one. Do you recall your first crush and how you felt about this person?
I do recall my first crush.
Oh, get into
Um,
it, girl. Get into it.
well, here's the thing. I had always had real big feelings, right? So I had a crush on some
Oh,
poor little boy from probably first grade all the way through high school. Every
sure.
year it was a different little boy.
Yep.
This was a boy, I think it was in first grade, and
Hmm.
we lived, as mentioned, on the army base, and he actually lived across the street and down a little way. So I saw him all the time.
Perfect.
But as was the fashion of the day,
Mm.
the little girls would get together at recess and chase the little boys that they liked, and then try and tackle them and kiss them.
Tell it. Preach it. I know this to be true. I know this to be true. Yes. Uh-huh.
So there was 3 or 4 of us girls that would always chase him around
Yep.
and try to kiss him. Well, he pretty quickly caught on that he did not want to be kissed because girls are gross. And he would, if he got far enough ahead of us, he would grab some grass and shove it in his mouth and chew it until it just run green muck down his face. Nobody wants to kiss him then, right?
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. So he would just let it drip out of his
Uh-huh.
mouth and be like,
He'd just chew it up,
"Hey."
and that'd be the worst tasting. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
he was committed though. He said,
Yep.
"Girls, not today.
Not
Not
today,
today."
girls. And it wasn't even, it was funny because it wasn't even like we said, chase him down and kiss him. Like this is
Right.
probably the height of sexual harassment. But a kiss counted anywhere. If you kissed him on his shoulder, if you kissed him on his cheek, kissed him on top of his head, right? You
Right.
just got your lips made contact.
Right.
Little first grade
Good.
girls were aggressive.
Tag, you're it. Well, guess what? So are little kindergarten girls, and guess who is also kind of aggressive when they don't know any better? Kindergarten gay boys.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Well, I talk about girls chasing. There was this boy in. I want to say his name so bad, but I'm not going to because we don't do that here.
Right.
But his name is not important. Um, there was this little boy who all the girls
Oh,
chased
yeah,
at,
there's always
at
one.
recess.
Mhm.
He was the one, and the girls were obsessed with him. Well, didn't. I don't know if I was even really truly obsessed with him or if I was more just identifying with the girls, but I wanted to chase him also because that's what they were doing.
Right.
And of course, because I was the boy and maybe a little bit faster than the girls, I caught him. And so I kissed him like you're
Scandal.
supposed to do. and
Yeah.
and everyone freaked out. All the girls, ah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then, I mean, nothing happened. There was no conversation or nothing about it. And Kate, I almost said his name. The kid,
Mhm.
there was nothing. There was nothing.
Right.
But I knew in that minute when the girls reacted the way they did, it
Uh-huh.
was the first time I knew, oh, maybe I'm not supposed to be that. Maybe I'm not supposed to do
Oh.
that. And so that was my first real crush. And then I had another crush later with a girl because I was crushing on boys and girls all the way
Yeah.
through
Mhm.
high school. And then I crushed on a girl like in third grade was my first kiss. We kissed at the behind the chimney of our neighbor's house.
You were fast kissing it. I mean, my kisses didn't get any more in depth than, a quick peck on the cheek or, chasing boys down for a long
Yeah.
time. So you were a fast mover.
Well, and I believe I remember the third grade kissing to be pretty advanced kissing, but I'm probably sure it wasn't.
Mm.
Probably sure it wasn't. But like my
Pretty
mind
advanced.
has
Like, this
remembered.
is ninth grade kissing that you guys are doing here at a third grade level. Well,
Did you take the prerequisite courses to get here? I don't think that's true. No, but of course the neighbor saw us. The person whose house it was, because it wasn't her house and it wasn't my house. It was just a random neighbor's house that we were
let's go
behind.
behind this guy's house.
Yeah, on the behind the chimney. And so of course he tells my dad, and my dad's like this, Well, you
I
remember
remember
my
your dad.
dad. Yeah, he was this kind of like good boy, good going, keep going. And it's like, ugh. Anyways, he was very proud of me for kissing
Oh,
that girl and
gosh.
in the third grade.
That's
Not so proud when I kissed my first boy, but we don't have to talk about that.
right. Yeah. Yeah, we can have a conversation about that later.
We will. We will. My
Okay.
father, I have a feeling my father will be a part of this podcast that we'll talk about reference many times
Yeah.
because he's dead and he's not here. So why not? Let's talk